For September 2025, the Diecast Exchange Post-Apocalyptic Challenge theme is Warhammer 40k. As my starting point for this challenge, I chose a pair of castings that were left over from the box of stuff that I received for the Silva Challenge. A Matchbox crane truck that was missing its crane, and a Matchbox Peterbilt cement truck that was missing its mixer. The post rivets on both castings were drilled out, the castings were disassembled, and the bodies were stripped of their original paint. About 1/4 of an inch was then removed from the middle of the crane truck, and the front and rear sections were joined using JB Weld. The cement truck was cut in half just ahead of the rear fenders, and the cab section was sent to my spare parts pile. The rear section of the cement truck was attached to the back of the modified crane truck using JB Weld. The joints were reinforced with strips of sheet styrene. These strips would also be used to relocate the axles such that the body would be lifted about 1/8 of an inch. A new base was made from sheet styrene. The grille and cab floor from the crane truck base were grafted onto the front of the new base. 3 crossbars fashioned from stripped styrene were added to the body to provide mounting locations for the new base. 5 pairs of matching off-road style wheels that were found in my spare parts pile were installed to complete the base modifications. Now that I had a rolling 10-wheeled off-road chassis, I needed to figure out what it would be hauling. I designed a crew compartment with sides that were angled, as this should make the armor more effective. An angle was chosen that paralleled the windshield rake on the boxy crane cab. I already had a design for a large Gatling gun, and I wanted to add some of these to the top of the transport. So I designed a big turret to hold the big guns. I decided that if one big turret was good, a pair of big turrets would be even gooder. My parts were then 3D printed and test fit on the chassis. At this point I felt the chassis looked a bit under-armored, so I went back to CAD to design a few more parts. Slat-style window bars were designed to fit the driver's compartment, and some armored skirts were designed to protect those 10 wheels. These new parts were 3D printed and checked for proper fit. The small triangular A-pillar windows on the cab were filled before the final test fit was done. When I was happy with the fit, it all came back apart to be painted. While the painted parts were drying, I designed some custom decals that I felt were in the spirit of Warhammer and printed them out on my laser printer. With all the parts painted and the decals applied, it was time for final assembly, which was followed by suitable weathering. And here we have my completed build. I'm calling it the Hellcats Tenderfoot. Thanks for watching. I hope you like this build.